Hey guys, so a lot of people lately have been asking me how I make my thumbnails. Before I make a video on that, I thought it would be helpful to show you guys how to make a GFX because it's a step in my process. This is a version for complete beginners, although I will be making GFX videos in the future for more tips and tricks to make better GFXs.
So the first thing you're going to need is Blender. I use Blender 2.9 at the moment, but any of the Blender 2.9 versions should work quite similar other than a few features. The link to download Blender and anything else mentioned in this video will be in the description box below. The next thing you're going to need is Already Pro's Load Character plugin. This will also be linked in the description, and once you get to this page you just want to click install. So this should take you to Roblox Studio and this little notification should pop up saying installation complete. Then we're going to click on Classic Base Plate. In this tutorial we're just going to do a basic color background with no models, so we just need our character. So you're going to go to the top, click on plugins, and your plugins should pop up. Mine are all tiny for some reasons, but yours will most likely be regular sized among your plugins. You should see Already Pro's plugin it, so you want to click on this and this load character thing will pop up. So you just want to type your username in here or whoever's username you want to, and you want to make sure that spawn at origin is clicked and then click spawn R6. Your character is going to spawn in, and now we're going to say, but I won't be doing any custom faces, hair, hands or clothes in this tutorial, although I will be showing you how to do that soon. Now we're going to save the character, right click and then select export selection. Then go to documents and save it to a folder. Mine is called character sheet, so I'm just going to save it there. You want to click save as the name and then press save. Now we're going to exit out of Roblox Studio. And you should have already installed Blender, so now we're just going to open Blender. So once you have a Blender you should see the screen, and you just want to click anywhere to get rid of the screen. Then we're going to go up to File and click Open. So I have my rigs folder in Recent. So you want to click Desktop and Documents, and then it will take you to your folders. Then I'm going to go to my rigs folder, and for the sake of this video I'm going to be using the woman rig since most people like using that rig. You should have just have one and it should say default blend. Click on that and then click open. So then the rig should pop up, and this looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. So the first thing you want to do is delete the head, eyes, teeth and tongue. To do this, click on whatever you want, then to delete, then press delete and X. Then go to this top area and select shader editor. Then these boxes will pop up. Go to the bottom one and then click on the little folder icon. It should take you to this page again, and then you want to go to the folder where you saved your character. I saved mine in character sheets, so I'm going there. Click on it, then press open image. Then your clothes should load in. So for future steps this will come in handy. It's how to move as if you were in Roblox Studio. Just go to View Navigation and click Walk Navigation. Then you can move around using the WASD keys. Once you click, this movement will stop and you'll have to repeat it anytime you want to move around like that again. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to the top area and click on 3D viewpoint. This is going to come in handy later when we're using lighting. Then we're just going to sweat all the body parts and delete them, keeping any accessories you want in the head. Rotate it by 180 degrees so it faces the right way. Then I like to adjust the arms a little bit, but you can keep it the same if it looks fine to you. Now I'm just taking this thing and moving it aside since it annoys me when I'm adjusting the rig. Now we're going to start using the rig. The woman rig is really easy to use. You just need to select the part and then rotate it. It might be a little strange at first, but you'll get used to it pretty quickly. This yellow box thing moves the character's entire body, and the green lines above it just moves the torso. Now I'm going to move the rig and you should just play around with the rig and get used to it. I will be making a video soon on how to use all the rigs, so stay tuned for that. Okay, now that I've adjusted the rig, we're going to see how the character looks rendered. To see this, go down to the bottom and click on this little circle that is mostly clear. Now you might see that some of your accessories or hair is either slightly or fully transparent, so to fix this, first go back to solid. Then go to the top and click on the little plus icon, go to general and click on shading. That will take you here, and you want to scroll down, then drag this line from alpha to clear coat normal. Then go back to the top and click on default, which will take you back here. Now you can see that your object is not transparent anymore. Now to color the background. To do this, you want to click on the little world icon, then where it says color, click on the box next to it, and it should be a dark gray. It will then show you this color circle that we can use to change the background. If we go to rendered, now we can see that the background is colored differently because I just changed it. So I'm going to keep adjusting the color wheel and changing the color to a shade that I like. So once you found a color that you're happy with, go back to solid, then press shift to go down to light, and you'll see all these options. I'm going to use point since it's the easiest to use. To change the type of lighting, go to the little green bulb and then you can change it. So you can see that the light doesn't show up much. I'm going to change the way to an area where it shows on my character more. Then I'm going to change the power, which will basically affect the brightness. I'm changing it to 50, and now you can see that it's a lot more visible. So another thing you can do is change the light color. You can do this by clicking on the color box and select whatever color you want on the color wheel. I'm going to go with a yellowish color. So as you can see, different light options change how the light appears. I will be making a lighting video on how to use each of these options. Area and point are the easiest for beginners, so I would go with either of these options if you're a beginner. Once I'm happy with it, I'm going to adjust a few things. And now it's time to add a camera and finally load our GFX. So press shift and on your keyboard again, then click camera. Then go to view camera and active camera. Then I'm going to move the camera using walk navigation. And if you go to the printer, the resolution X and Y are the shape of the camera, the dimensions. The default is 1920 x 1080 and I'm going to keep it at that. Then you want to scroll down and change file format to PNG and color to RGBA. And if you want it to be transparent, then click the camera, go to film and select transparent, and as you see it comes out as transparent. However, I do want a regular color background, so I won't be selecting this option. Now I'm going to place the camera, and to tilt the camera just go to the little orange square icon and you can see the rotation and just click on these to tilt it. Now I'm going to make final adjustments to the camera and the rig. Now it's time to render it. To do this, go up to render and click on render image. Now this will pop up and you just have to wait. It will show you remaining time at the top. It should take between 5 to 30 minutes depending on your software, etc. Screen recording is slowing mine down, so I will be cutting out here and I'll see you in a few seconds to finish the video. So now it's finished rendering and it looks beautiful as you can see. So you want to click on image, then save as. This will pop up and you want to save it in a folder. I'm going to save mine in my finished GFX folder. You just want to name in at the bottom and then click on save as image. Now you can close Blender, although I would recommend checking to make sure your GFX has been seen first. But now I'm going to go to my folder I saved it in and boom, there it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will be making some more GFX tutorials in the future for rigs, multiple rigs, lighting, etc. So stay tuned for that, and as always don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also turn on notifications so you can be updated every time I post. That's all for today's video, so I'll see you next time. Bye.